Hey, if you're here looking for environmental consulting, you're probably trying to figure out what that actually means for your business and what it would look like to bring someone in. And I'll be honest, this is tough to explain in one short video because environmental consulting is really an umbrella term. It can mean different things depending upon your facility and what you're trying to get accomplished. So let me give you a practical overview of how it works at RMA and what you can expect if you decide to reach out. Hey there, I'm Doug Ruhlin from RMA, your environmental experts. We help industrial and commercial facilities understand what environmental rules apply to them, take care of what's required, and build systems to manage it long term. Here's how this usually works. A lot of companies come to us not knowing what they need. They're just getting ready to open their doors, they're growing, they've changed processes, or just never had a full review. They just know environmental regulations probably apply, but they're not sure where they stand. In that case, we often start with an environmental audit. That's simply a structured look at your facility to figure out what applies and what needs attention. From there, we map out the next steps. Other times, you may already know what you need. Maybe it's a stormwater permit. Maybe it's an SPCC plan. Whatever the case, we handle that specific project and make sure it's done correctly. Simple as that. And sometimes multiple regulations might apply to your business. You need a couple of boxes checked: permits, plans, reporting, training, because of the type of work that you do. We can take care of all of that in one coordinated scope. It also helps to separate two big ideas. First is compliance, the legal requirements, the permits, plans, reporting, and deadlines that can get you fined for if they're missed. Second is going beyond compliance. Some companies want a stronger, more organized environmental program. That might mean better internal systems, cleaner documentation, reducing waste, or broader sustainability goals. We do both. Some clients want the basics handled. Others want something more fully built out. Many want a mix of the two. You might hire us for one project and be done. Or you might want us to function as your environmental department long-term and handle everything. It really depends on what you want, and we structure our work around that. All that is to say, there's a huge variety in what environmental consulting might mean for your business. But regardless of where you fall, the process is simple and the same. We start with a conversation. It's free. You fill out a form, send us an email, or you give us a call. One of our consultants talks with you about your operation and what's going on. This won't be a sales call, it's just a chance for us to talk through whether we can help you and what a working relationship might look like. If we both think it makes sense to move forward, we outline the scope in a service agreement so you know exactly what we're doing, how long it will take, and what it will cost. Once you sign that agreement, what happens next really depends on what you hired us to do. If it's a specific project, we complete that project. If it's an audit, we conduct the audit. If it's a permit, we prepare and submit the application. If it's broader compliance work, we handle the pieces outlined in the agreement. We focus on the scope we agreed to and make sure it's done thoroughly and correctly. Some clients just need a project completed once and they take it from there. Others prefer continued support, someone keeping an eye on deadlines, helping as regulations change, or stepping in when inspections happen. That's optional, and it's something we can absolutely build in if you want it. Now, in terms of fit, it's worth being clear about who we work best with. If you're a very small operation with minimal regulatory exposure, maybe a small office or light commercial space with basic requirements you're comfortable managing internally, you may not need environmental consulting support, and we'll tell you that. If you're a much larger, multinational, heavy industrial operation with hundreds of facilities and a large in-house environmental team, you're probably looking for enterprise level or global support. That's typically not where we focus, and we'll tell you that too. Where we're usually the strongest is in the middle. Industrial and commercial facilities with 1 to several dozen sites that have real regulatory responsibilities and environmental goals. Businesses that store chemicals, use fuels, operate regulated equipment, discharge water, that kind of thing. Now, if you're trying to understand cost before talking to anyone, we've tried to make that easier for you too. We have an environmental consulting pricing page that walks you through how pricing works, what factors typically influence cost, and some examples of pricing in different scenarios. We also have online pricing calculators for all our core services. So if you have a sense that you might need something specific, like a permit, a plan, or a report, you can explore those individually and get a realistic ballpark figure. If you're starting from scratch and just want to know what that first step might look like, the environmental audit calculator can give you an idea of what an initial assessment of your facility might cost. And if you're not ready to talk yet, that's completely fine. Our Environmental Consulting Learning Center has articles and videos that break all of this down in plain language. What environmental consulting is, how different regulations work, and what it's like to work with a consultant and how our services are structured. It's there so you can take your time, understand the landscape, and get comfortable before you reach out. Whenever you're ready, start with that first conversation. It's simple and it's free. From there, we'll tell you what we see, what applies, and what your options are. You decide how far you want to take it. If you're ready to get a handle on your environmental responsibilities, whether that's one project or long-term support, reach out to us here at RMA. We'll move forward at your pace.